Thank you very much, dear colleagues, for your wonderful contributions. What a strong and thoughtful overview of what institutional readiness truly means. As we come to the final section of this webinar, I'd like to take a moment to pull together the threads we've explored so far, and then push our thinking a bit further forward. We've heard today about the power of AI to transform teaching practice. We've seen examples of how it can support, inspire, and even challenge students in exciting new ways. We've discussed how assessment is evolving and how our institutions must evolve too. And through all of this, one theme has echoed again and again. The future of teaching with AI is not inevitable. It is a choice. The question is not whether AI will change higher education, it already is. The real question is who gets to shape those changes, with what values, and toward what goals. So where do we go from here? Let's begin with clarity of purpose. At the heart of every decision we make about AI in education, we must return to a fundamental question. What is education for? Is it about efficiency, credentialing, information delivery, or is it about transformation? Empowerment? The development of critical, creative, compassionate citizens? If we believe in the latter, and I hope we all do, then our use of AI must reflect those values. It's not enough for AI to help us grade faster or teach more students. We must use it to help students think more deeply, collaborate more meaningfully, and grow more fully into their potential. Next, we need critical optimism. That means not just hoping that AI will improve education, but actively working to make it so. It means welcoming new tools, but also scrutinizing them, celebrating innovation, but also challenging assumptions, and above all, ensuring that our excitement about AI never outpaces our responsibility to use it ethically and equitably. This is where collaboration becomes essential. None of us can navigate this terrain alone. We need to break down silos between departments, between disciplines, between roles. Faculty need to be in conversation with instructional designers. Students need to be part of policy making. Administrators need to hear from frontline educators. We need robust, cross-functional teams working together, not just to implement AI, but to shape its purpose in our institutions. And beyond our campuses, we must build bridges across the sector. Share what works. Be transparent about what doesn't. Develop communities of practice. Contribute to open educational resources. Join national and international coalitions that are working on frameworks for responsible AI use in education. Because the truth is, higher education has a unique responsibility and a unique opportunity to lead in this space. We are not just preparing students to use AI. We are preparing them to shape it, to question it, to improve it, to ensure that the technologies of the future are grounded in human dignity. Now let me offer a few practical calls to action as we move forward. First, start with curiosity. Try something small. Maybe it's one AI-assisted prompt in your next lesson. Maybe it's inviting your students to explore what AI gets wrong about your field. Maybe it's experimenting with feedback loops that integrate AI-generated suggestions. You don't need to become an AI expert overnight, but you do need to stay engaged. Second, prioritize transparency. Talk to your students about AI. Be honest about what you're learning. Invite them into the conversation. Let them help co-create the norms for how AI should be used in your course. This fosters trust, shared ownership, and accountability. Third, embrace experimentation, but couple it with reflection. Not everything will work. That's okay. What matters is that we learn, adapt, and keep asking. What kind of learning experience am I trying to create? And how can AI help or hinder that? Fourth, advocate for infrastructure and support. Faculty need time, tools, and training. Students need equitable access. Institutions need governance structures and living policies. None of this happens by accident. It requires leadership and collective effort. And finally, let's hold on to our most human strengths: empathy, critical thinking, ethical judgment, and imagination. These are the qualities that will always define great teaching and meaningful learning, regardless of how powerful our technologies become. Neil Selwyn, whose work many of you know, put it beautifully when he said, "The most important question is not what AI can do, but what kind of education we want." So let's stay grounded in that question. Let's lead with vision. Let's design the future of higher education not as passive adopters of technology, but as architects of new, inclusive, and transformative learning experiences. Let's be critical, and above all, let's be human. Thank you all, and let's keep this important conversation going long after today,